You know what I find a little stupid, if not unusual, folks? You know, I'm pretty sure anybody that shops at Walmart, maybe even Target or somewhere, pretty much knows about this, but knows about this, and that is they, in this case Walmart, have this little ruling that you can't take their carts beyond their store limits. That they got these little things at the bottom of the carts that say they kind of alert them or you that you're beyond the limits. So let me ask you this. What is going to stop people from eventually finding a way around that? I mean, Save Mart here in town, our Save Mart here in town, as well as the CVS and the Walgreens, have pretty much all said the same thing, but yet people still do it. I've seen Save Mart carts, Walgreens carts, CVS carts, almost all the way on the other side of this town. Like, you go down this street and all the way down, you go down this street over here, and you go all the way down there towards the end, and kind of like on the other side of town. I've seen it. And yet, Walmart feels that this is going to help prevent that. But I ask you, do you think that's going to work? I mean, I'm sure at times it will, but will it last? I mean, I used to work for Walmart in Lawrence, Kansas, and they had the exact same ruling. But for some odd reason, people, even their own employees like me, still took the carts off the store limits, and we took them to our homes. I worked for Food for Less, and the Food for Less was right across the street from where I lived, and I took the cart over there. The same with Walmart, the same with Target. And no one really said anything. So, what's to stop people what's to stop people? So the question in the title is very simple. What's to stop people from getting around that little ruling, getting around that stipulation? What's to stop them? I don't see anything that's going to stop them. Do you see anything that's going to stop them? I don't. Because eventually people are going to say, you know what? We found a way around before with these other stores. We can find a way around with this one. And they will. And what's funny about this is those that are supposed to catch you doing it, they don't do anything. They don't really do anything anymore. It's kind of like, for an example, I know it's a strange comparison, but it's kind of like, this past weekend when me, my mom, my aunt, and uncle went to the Grand Theater. The last time we were there, I think it was in November or December or something like that. It was November, I believe. It was on a Friday night like today. It was a Friday like today. We went on a Friday night, and the older lady usher was getting on me and my uncle and some other people about taking flash photography, about taking video. And people still tried to find a way to sneak around it, but, she and a few other ushers were getting on people about it. Well, this past Saturday, we go to see an Elvis tributor, a show starring an Elvis tributor, an Elvis impersonator tributor, and you had mostly young ushers, a few older ones too, but they didn't say anything. It's like they had the attitude of, you know what, people are going to do it anyway, just let them do it. They're not doing anything wrong. Basically what they're doing is trying to get memories. Take pictures and video for memory. They're not doing anything wrong. And yet, the previous time we were, being pounced on by this older lady and some other people. And it's like, what happened? And my aunt assumes that maybe they just figured, you know what? People are going to do it. There's not really much we can do about it. People are going to do it. Let's let them do it. It's kind of like with this whole torrent situation and CSA situation, Copyright Act or CAS situation right now. Yeah, right now it's working, But eventually down the line, I think they're all going to realize that people are still going to find a way around that, and they're still going to do it. You know, it's like you got this, for example, you have the demand progress situation now being brought up for this. In other words, to prevent this from really coming into full swing, the 6 strikes deal. By people saying, hey, look, you want to do this, we'll leave the cable internet and we'll go to satellite internet, and there won't be nothing you could do there. And we'll still find a way around. So basically, that's what they're saying. And to me, again, it's like, who is to prevent and again, like I say, who is to prevent people from getting around that? And you get this demand progress thing, and if and should and when this demand progress thing probably goes through, who's to say the CAS thing's going to last? And I know these are all strange comparisons, but what they have in common with the Walmart, with the shopping cart situation at places like Walmart and Target, is basically who's going to stop people from taking the carts? People are going to find a way around them. So I ask you that question. How's Walmart, how's any store actually going to stop people from taking the shopping carts? How's any major retailer going to stop people from taking shopping carts? I ask you that. I mean, I know the property, and I know it helps them out, but still, and it costs money to replace, and it costs money to replace them. I get that, but still, who's going to stop people from doing it? So let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like. I'll talk to you later.